Hello all, I'm Guna Madhivanan from Officers IAS Academy. Friends, we are coming up with an exclusive live quiz program based on current affairs targeting 2024 prelims on a weekly basis. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in our Officers Path channel, we will be coming up with this live quiz program. So how to participate? So for which you have to install an mobile application. So go to either App Store or the Google Play Store to download this application named Kahoot application. Download and install it. Alright. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in the live video, I will be giving you a 7-digit PIN. So you have to enter that 7-digit PIN in your installed application. In that Kahoot application, you have to enter that 7-digit PIN. Or we will give you a QR code. If you are not interested in installing the application, you can scan the QR code in the web browser. You can open the web page. In that you can enter this 7-digit PIN number and you can participate in this quiz program. So once you enter the 7-digit number, the application will ask you to give a username. So you have to give your username. Followed by your username, please give your last 4 digits of your mobile phone number. For example, my username is Guna8990, the last 4 digits of my phone number. So like that you can create your own username. That's all. You are ready to participate in the quiz. So in the live video, I will be showing you the question. The question will be followed by 4 options as usual, A, B, C, D. The 4 options will have a color code, right? So option A, red color, option B, blue color, option C, green color, option D, yellow color. So the 4 options will have 4 different color codes. So in your mobile phone, you have installed the Kahoot application, right? So the Kahoot application in your phone, in your device, it will show you 4 colored box, only 4 colored box. Only in the video which you are watching, in that live video, I will give you the question, followed by that 4 option I will be giving you. The 4 option will have a color code, right? So if you are going to choose A as the right answer, then A has red color, then in your mobile phone you will have a red colored box. You have to choose that. That's all. If the answer which you have chosen is correct, and if you have chosen that quickly, for every question we will give you 60 seconds. Assume that I am choosing A is the right answer, and I am choosing within 20 seconds, within 10 seconds, based on how quickly I choose the question. I have to choose the correct one and I have to choose it as early as possible. So the one who is choosing at the earliest will be given more points. So if I am choosing in 20 seconds, I will be given more points. If someone is choosing at 30 seconds, then relatively lesser points, right? So this is how the quiz will work. So at the end of the program, we will show you the leaderboard. Between the questions also, I will show you the leaderboard. At the end, I will show you the final leaderboard. The one with more number of points will be given a certificate, right? The idea of the quiz program is to provide you a real-time experience of solving the questions along with that competitive environment, right? I hope this program adds more value to your preparation. So along with this, we have a daily current affairs hit list series, daily answer rating initiative. So all these initiatives will give you a competitive edge in your 2024 prelims as well as mains. Right? I hope this adds more value to your preparation. So see you in the quiz. Till then, bye. Take care.
A happy evening to one and all present here. We are back again with this week's edition of Officers General Quiz Online. I am Shwetha from Officers IAS Academy and I will be hosting the quiz for you all today. So today's quiz, you will be having 15 questions with 4 options. You need to choose the correct option and the person who chooses it quickly tends to get the higher points. The game pin for today is 2277736. Repeat, it is 227776. So without any further delay, let's kickstart with the first question for today. The Apico movement was started in which of the following states? Option A, Andhra Pradesh, option B, Uttarakhand, option C, Karnataka, and option D, Kerala. So we've received 23 answers so far. The correct answer is option C, Karnataka. Most of you all have got it right. Great. So before we talk about the Apico movement, let us discuss about the Chipko movement. Chipko movement, it was a social ecological movement which was started in Uttarakhand. It employed non-violent resistance to prevent deforestation. So in this movement, we see people, they hug the trees to prevent it from being cut down. Sundarlal Bahuguna, he was an important leader in the Chipko movement. So inspired from this Chipko movement, the people in Uttar Kannada district of Karnataka also undertook a similar movement to save their forests. So this movement came to be known as the Apico movement. The word Apico is nothing but the local term in Kannada for hugging. So Apico movement can be considered as the southern version of the Chipko movement. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. So we have Anshu who is leading, and followed by Kavya. On the third place we have Deepa, and on the fourth and fifth we have Kyle Viji and Belfna respectively. Great guys, good start. Let us pass on to the second question for today. The primary purpose of geoengineering technique is to exploit natural resources for economic development. Option B, reverse the process of desertification. Option C, mitigate the effects of climate change, and option D, enhance agricultural productivity in all regions. We have received 28 answers. Okay. The correct answer is option C. Geoengineering is also known as climate engineering. So here we employ techniques and we try to physically manipulate the global climate so as to cool the planet. We all know that global warming is no longer a distant threat, it is a reality which we are facing every day. So in order to mitigate the effects of climate change, we try to alter the earth's natural systems so as to reverse the impact of these changes. How can this be done? So you can either do it by managing the solar radiation. That is, when the sun's rays enter into the earth's atmosphere, you can try and make it get reflected back into space before it is heating up the atmosphere. The second approach to this is to remove carbon dioxide. We all know carbon dioxide is the major culprit when it comes to global warming. It traps the heat and it increases the temperature. So imagine we remove the carbon dioxide from atmosphere, then we can tend to reduce the temperature of the earth. So this is what is geoengineering is. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. So Anshu is still on the first place. On the second place we have Kyle Viji, on the third we have Isaac, and on the fourth and fifth we have Belfina and Yogi. Madhumita, you are the highest climber, you climbed up by 3 places. Good going guys. Let us pass on to the third question for today. Liquid nitrogen finds its application in which of the following? Cryopreservation of blood, cooling of superconductors, freezing and transporting of food products. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Option A 1 and 2 only, option B 2 and 3 only, option C 1 and 3 only, and option D 1, 2 and 3, which is all the above. Correct answer is option D. Most of you all have got it right. Great. So liquid nitrogen is nothing but the normal nitrogen which is as a liquid. It is supercooled. So the gases, when they are supercooled, it is going to result in the liquid form of that particular gas. The boiling point for liquid nitrogen is around minus 196 degrees Celsius. Liquid nitrogen is a cryogenic liquid. So, what is cryogenic liquid do? So, cryogenic liquid finds applications in different fields. First, it is a great preservative. So, in medical field it can be used to preserve the blood, and it can also be used to preserve other biological samples. Similarly, when it comes to the cooling part of it, it acts as a great coolant. So, it can be used for cooling superconductors or vacuum pumps and other things. It can also be used for freezing and transporting of food products. Despite all these applications, is liquid nitrogen good? No, definitely it comes with certain side effects. When liquid nitrogen is consumed, it is going to cause internal damage to the stomach tissues and all those things. It is because it rapidly expands to form nitrogen. Similarly, when it comes in contact with our skin, due to the extremely low temperatures, it is going to cause frost bites or cryo burns. So, it is very harmful for human health. That is why the government of Tamil Nadu, it has issued an advisory to ban the use of liquid nitrogen in food products. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. So, Anshu is still on the first place. She is followed by Kyle Viji. On the third place we have Isaac, and on the fourth and fifth we have Yogi and Belfina. Isaac, he has a streak with 3 correct answers in a row. So, please try to answer quickly, Isaac. Passing on to the fourth question for today. Who founded the Satya Sodak Samaj? Option A, Jyotiba Phule. Option B, Rajaram Mohan Roy. Option C, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, and option D, Sri Narayana Guru. The Satya Sodak Samaj, it is also known as the Truth Seekers Society. We have received 31 answers. The correct answer is option A, Jyotirao Phule. So, the Satya Sodak Samaj, it was a social reform society which was founded by Jyotiba Phule. It mainly focused to provide equal social access and also political rights for the underprivileged groups. So, it tried to bring about social changes which were against the prevalent conditions at that time. For example, it advocated intercaste marriages, it wanted the abolition of child marriages and so on. And about the founder, Jyotirao Phule, we all know he was a staunch believer in gender equality. So, he has involved his wife Savitri Bai in all the social reform activities which he has carried out. Together, they founded the first indigenously run girls' school in Pune. He was also very much aware about the plight of the widows at that time. So, for this purpose, he founded an ashram for the young widows, and he also advocated widow remarriage. So, he strongly worked to abolish untouchability and caste system. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Hanshu is still on the first place, followed by Yogi on the second place. We have Kanmani on the third, Deepa and Thambi, they are on the fourth and fifth places respectively. 3 players, they have dropped their answer streak of 3. Passing on to the fifth question for today. With reference to the Nirbhaya Fund, consider the following statements. It is a dedicated fund for projects specifically designed to improve the safety and security of women. Statement 2, funds under the initiative are sanctioned on yearly basis and the unused funds cannot be carried forward to the next year. Which of the above statements given above is or are correct? Option A, 1 only, option B, 2 only, option C, both 1 and 2, and option D, none of the above. So, the correct answer is option A, 1 only. So, the first statement is correct. So, the Nirbhaya Fund, it was created by the Government of India to fund for projects which are specifically designed for safety and security of women. So, the statement 1 is correct. Coming to the second statement, it is a non-lapsable fund, meaning if the fund for that particular year is not completely used, it rolls over and it can be carried on to the next year. So, the second statement here is incorrect. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Okay, Anshu is still on the first place, great going Anshu. She is followed by Yogi. On the third place we have Kanmani, on the fourth we have Thambi, and on the fifth place we have Deepa. Anshu, she is having a streak of 5 correct answers, and also she seems to be the person who's answered it quickly, so great. Passing on to the sixth question for today. The primary focus of Mission Utkarsh is to address option A, educational disparities in rural areas, option B, nutritional deficiencies among adolescent girls, option C, skill development for unemployed youth, and option D, infrastructure development in lagging districts. So, we have received 34 answers, 35. The correct answer is option B. This Mission Utkarsh, it was launched by the central government to improve the nutritional status among the adolescent girls in anemia prone districts. So, it is a joint public health initiative by the Ministry of Ayush and the Ministry of Women and Child Development. So, how can they address this issue is that they wanted to use classical Ayurvedic medicines which can be used to improve the nutritional status of these adolescent girls. So, these medicines were going to be provided for a period of 3 months. For the first phase, 5 aspirational districts were chosen. So, 1 district each from Assam, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Maharashtra and Rajasthan were chosen for the first phase of this scheme. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Okay, Anshu is very strongly there on the first place. In the second we have Kanmani, Yogi is on the third, and on the fourth and fifth we have Thambi and Deepa. Tirumalai Nambi, he is the highest climber, he is climbed up by 7 places. Great going. Let's pass on to the next question of today. India's Export Preparedness Index is released by option A, Niti Aayog, option B, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, option C, Ministry of Finance, and option D, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. So, this index, it is going to assess the readiness of a particular state in terms of its export potential and its export performance. We have received 34 answers. Correct answer is option A. Niti Aayog is releasing this particular index. So, it is nothing but according to this index, the states, they will be ranked according to how well they are ready to export goods. So, how do they assess the states? Their states, they will be assessed based on 4 pillars. The first one is going to be policy. Is the state having good trade policies which supports exports? And option B is business ecosystem. That is, how easily can a business take place in that particular state, or the ease of doing business in that particular state. And the third is going to be export ecosystem. What are the state specific measures which are taken to promote export from that particular state? And the fourth one is the export performance, which is nothing but the state's actual performance when it comes to exports. So, this is what is the Export Preparedness Index. It is released by the Niti Aayog. Passing on to the leaderboard. Okay, we have Anshu on the first place, Yogi is on the second, in the third place we have Thambi, and on the fourth we have Kanmani, and on the fifth we have Deepa. Isaac, you have made a comeback with 3 in a row. Great going, guys. Others, come on please, I want you all to try and answer more quickly. Passing on to the next question for today. The context of biology, probiotics refers to option A, relationship in which one organism is benefited by direct utilization of another. Option B, secretions by an organism which are harmful to others. And option C, living organisms which are intended to improve or restore the gut flora. And option D, food sources that nourish the beneficial human microflora. So, the correct answer is option C. Okay, most of you all have got it right. I can see Many people have chosen option A. Okay. So, probiotics, these are nothing but living microorganisms which when administered at adequate amounts will confer a health benefit on the host. So, how do they confer this health benefit? So, when probiotics are being consumed, it is going to restore or it is going to improve the gut microflora, and it will also prevent the growth of undesirable microorganisms. See, gut flora, they are nothing but microorganisms which are naturally present in the digestive tract, and they are very important to maintain a good health. So, the live organisms, they offer a health benefit by helping those microorganisms grow. The best example for a probiotic is yogurt. So, probiotics, they should not be confused with prebiotics. So, prebiotics are nothing but dietary and non-digestible compounds which will help in the growth and the activity of microorganisms. So, prebiotics are not living, but probiotics contain the live microorganisms. This is the difference between prebiotics and probiotics. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Okay, Anshu's not giving up on the first place today. Followed on the second place we have Thambi, and on the third we have Yogi. On the fourth place we have Kanmani, and a new person Bhavani enters into the fifth place. Great. Madhumita, she is the highest climber. She is climbed up by 9 places. Good going, guys. Let us pass on to the next question. The Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan is launched by option A, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, option B, Ministry of Rural Development, option C, Ministry of Ayush, and option D, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So, this is a campaign. It is also known as the Drug Free India campaign. Correct answer is option A, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Most of you will have, some of you will have chosen Ministry of Health and Family Welfare also. So, please get that corrected. It is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So, this is a campaign which is against abuse, substance use. So, how does this campaign work? It is going to create awareness among the youth about the ill effects of substance use. This it was launched by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So, what are some of the components in this campaign? So, mainly they are going to create awareness among the youth with special focus on higher educational institutions and universities about the impacts of substance use, and they are also reaching out the communities directly. So, there is going to be a community outreach program under this initiative. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Okay. The first place we are having Anshu, on the second we have Thambi, on the third we have Kanmani, Bhavani is gone up to the 4th place, and Yogi is on the 5th place. Abhi, she is hit an answer streak of 5, great. Abhi, try answering the questions a little more quickly. Passing on to the next question for today. The Dibang multi-purpose hydroelectric project is located in which of the following states? Option A, Sikkim, option B, Uttarakhand, option C, Assam, and option D, Arunachal Pradesh. We have received 28 answers. So, in March, the Prime Minister of India, he laid the foundation stone for this particular project. The correct answer is option D, Arunachal Pradesh. Most of you all have got it right, great. So, this is this Dibang hydroelectric project is a flood control and also a hydroelectric power project. It is going to be constructed on the Dibang river, which is a tributary of river Brahmaputra. Its location is going to be on the lower Dibang Valley district of Arunachal Pradesh. So, once this project is completed, this is going to be the tallest dam in India. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. We have Anshu on the first place, Thambi on the second place, Kanmani is on the third place, Yogi is on the fourth, and Isaac, he has come to the 5th place now. Kailviji, you got 3 answers correct in a row, great. Passing on to the next question. Which of the following countries is not a member of BRICS? Option A, China, option B, Russia, option C, Canada, and option D, South Africa. We've got 32 answers. The correct answer is option C, Canada. Most of you all have got it right. So BRICS is nothing but it is a grouping of 5 major emerging economies of the world. So the B stands for Brazil, R for Russia, I for India, C for China, and S for South Africa. When it was formalized initially, South Africa was not a part of it. It was only BRIC. South Africa got added to it only in the year 2011. So from the given options, Canada is not a member of the BRICS. So if you take this grouping, the chairmanship of this grouping is going to rotate annually, like each member, it is going to pass on the order, like first Brazil, then Russia, and then it is going to continue all over again. So kindly check out who is holding the current chairmanship of BRICS. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Anshu, I think today is your day, you are never giving up on the first place. Anshu is on the first place. On the second we have Thambi, on the third we have Kanmani, and on the fourth we have Yogi, and on the fifth we have Isaac. Dinesh, he is making a comeback with 3 in a row. So great guys, let us pass on to the 12th question for today. Which of the following is known as red gold? Option A, poppy seeds, option B, cardamom, option C, saffron, and option D, caraway. We have received 30 answers, 32. Most of you all have chosen the right answer. The correct answer is saffron. So saffron, as we all know, is one of the most expensive spices in the world. So why is it so expensive? First of all, the saffron cultivation is very labor intensive. This particular spice, it is going to come from the stigma of a flower which is belonging to the Crocus sativus plant. So each flower is going to produce only 3 stigmas, and these 3 stigmas, it has to be carefully hand picked and it has to be dried to produce saffron. So just to produce a few grams of saffron, several thousands of flowers are needed. And also this saffron is nicknamed as the sunshine spice. So what are the benefits of saffron? First is going to be, it is a natural spice, so it is definitely an excellent replacement for synthetic food additives. And second, saffron can be used as a fabric dye and is also used in perfumes. Saffron is rich in antioxidants. So some studies, they have revealed that saffron can be used to kill the cancer cells without harming the normal cells. So because of its uses and its cost, it is coming to be called as the red gold. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Anshu is on the first place, followed by Thambi. Kanmani is on the third. Yogi and Bhavani are on the 4th and 5th place respectively. Passing on to the next question. The Vikramshila Gangetic Dolphin Sanctuary is located in the state of option A, West Bengal, option B, Odisha, option C, Bihar, and option D, Gujarat. So this sanctuary, it is dedicated for the conservation of the Gangetic dolphin. Correct answer is option C, Bihar. Some of you all have chosen West Bengal. Please get it corrected now. So I'll tell you all a few points about the Ganges river dolphin. So Ganges river dolphin, as we all know, is found in the Ganga and Brahmaputra river basins of India, Nepal and Bangladesh. So these Ganges river dolphins, it can live only in fresh water and they are essentially blind. So they use the method of echolocation to find their food and also to navigate through the rivers. The presence of these dolphins in a river means that the whole system is healthy and is also biodiversically good. So this Ganges river dolphin, it is listed as endangered in the IUCN Red List. So these are a few points which you can know about the Gangetic dolphin, and also our government has declared Gangetic dolphin as our national aquatic animal. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Okay, Anshu and Thambi, they have retained the first and second places. On the third we have Kanmani again. On the fourth and fifth we have Isaac and Yogi respectively. So 5 players, you have reached an answer streak of 3. Great going guys. Let us pass on to the 14th question for today. The boundary between the sun's interior and the solar atmosphere is called option A photosphere, option B chromosphere, option C radiative zone, and option D convective zone. So we received 30 answers. The correct answer is option A photosphere. Equal number of participants have chosen the chromosphere as well. So okay, the correct answer here is option A photosphere. So if you take the sun, you can divide it into 2 parts. One is its interior and the other is the solar atmosphere. So the sun's interior, it comprises of the core, which is the innermost part, and then comes the radiative zone. It is called the radiative zone because here the energy flow takes place through thermal radiation. Surrounding it we have the convective zone. So in the convective zone the energy transfer is through convection. So here the sun's interior is over. From here you have the solar atmosphere. So the innermost part is going to be photosphere, and then comes the chromosphere and then the corona. Now, so if you are going to take the layer which is dividing the sun's interior from the solar atmosphere, it is going to be the photosphere. The photosphere is almost 300 kilometers thick, and most of the visible light which you are able to see from the sun, it comes out from the photosphere. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Okay, Kanmani is finally overtaken Anshu in this question. Anshu, you are on the second place. Thambi, you are on the third. Yogi and Isaac are on the fourth and fifth places respectively. So 5 players, they have lost your answer streak of 3. So please get the concepts of photosphere and chromosphere clearly. Let us pass on to the last question for the day. Which of the following is not identified under the globally important agricultural heritage systems from India? Option A, the traditional agricultural systems from Koraput, Kuttanad below sea level farming system, option C Pampore saffron heritage, and option D cascaded tank village system. So this globally important agricultural heritage systems, it was started by the Food and Agricultural Organization. Okay, option D is the right answer. Most of you all have got it right. So this program was started to safeguard the world's agricultural systems. It is nothing but a living and evolving system of human communities who maintain an intricate relationship with the cultural or their agricultural landscape. So this recognition is not only being given to the landscapes, but also for various agricultural practices which are the major sources of livelihood for people in that particular area. So from India, 3 sites have been designated under the globally important agricultural heritage systems. So the first 3 options, the Koraput traditional agricultural system of Odisha and Kuttanad below sea level farming system in Kerala, where rice is cultivated below the sea level, and option C Pampore saffron heritage are all right. This cascaded tank village system is also a globally important agricultural heritage system, but it is not from India, it is from Sri Lanka. So with this we have come to the end of the quiz. Congratulations to all the participants. Now let us pass on to the podium. So on the third place we have Thambi. He's got 13 questions out of 15 right. On the second we have Anshu who's got 13, and on the first place we have Kanmani, she's got all the questions correct. Congratulations to all the winners and congratulations to all the participants as well. So, the people who have completed on the first 3 places, kindly take a screenshot of your position and send it to the WhatsApp number which is visible on the screen along with your name. This is for the generation of e-certificates. With this we are coming to the end of the quiz. Best of luck to all of you all who are taking the exam on June 16th. Thank you.